right, y'all, let's do this. Happy Tuesday. My name is TexasTuberTim. We're going to be playing a little more Animal Crossing today. Let's go ahead and switch over to that screen. If you're new to the channel, welcome in. We're glad to have you here. We are working towards building a community around the idea of helping others in this game and other games. Friendly, fun community. We're on Discord, we're on Twitter, we're on Instagram. We even have a web page. So no matter what it is that's your preferred medium for receiving information, we have it available for you. I welcome you for joining us today. We are continuing our quest towards 200,000 Nook Miles. We're currently doing a playthrough series, and you can get a complete list, a playlist on my channel if you want to go back and see it from the very beginning. Lots of tips in there about how to set up your initial island, do things right the first time, some shortcuts and other tricks like that I've learned along the way. Previously, in a previous save, I was up to about 120,000 Nook Miles before I decided that I was going to just start over and show people how I did it. So I encourage you to check in on the playthrough. We are going to continue to work towards that Nook Miles goal, but today we're going to kind of get off the script a little bit and get a little more focused on what we're here to do. And with that out of the way, I'm just going to go ahead and dive in. So Mr. Nook's going to give us the morning announcements, or in this case, the evening announcements. I don't expect there to be a whole lot today. We got a new neighbor, looks like. Big shock, my island's named Texas. Meowie Gamer, how you doing tonight? Welcome back. For anybody else in chat, that is the one and only Meowie Gamer, the first subscriber to the channel. My first friend on Switch, my first Discord member, you name it, he's all the first. So I invite you to join in and be the second. Let's check the mail, see what's in here. We got something from Happy Home Academy. See what that is. So I don't know when you popped in just then, but we're going to kind of get back to the basics of what we set out to do here today. We kind of got a little all over the map, and I want to kind of get us back focused on the Nook Miles objective. That's our primary goal with this video series. Okay, so for anybody that's new, and Meowie's very experienced in this game, but this is the primary space that we're playing in for the purpose of getting to 200,000 Nook Miles. Nook Miles are the premium currency, bells are the everyday currency, and Nook Miles are where it's at. Yes, it is all clean. I spent about 3 hours last night after I got off stream trying to get all the yard sale put away. So, finally got my island looking semi-respectable at this point. So, I'm going to first start off. We're at 15,000 miles. I'm just going to show you, based on what I did yesterday, how many Nook Miles we picked up off stream. This was for crafting furniture. We got 500 for that. The Greedy Weeder, this is for selling weeds to the what are their names? Timmy and Tommy. And then this is for selling fruit. By the way, we made some good money doing that because we had a chance yesterday. We actually visited 2 islands. Both the people in chat invited us to come to their islands. And then off stream, I went back to Mbeba's island and sold my native fruit because I can get 4 times as much money selling it on her island than I can selling it on my own. So I made some pretty good money to boot. Dream House, this is for the upgrade. We did finally, at the end of the last night off stream piece, we got the house paid for, so we got upgraded storage, which was much needed. And we got, this is for paying off the loan for the house, another 1,000 for that. This is for getting stung by a wasp. Whoopsie, but we got 300 miles for that. By the way, Meowie, after it stopped raining, the wasp came back in force, and I got burned because I just assumed that for the rest of the day I was safe, and I was not. This is just, let's see. But this is for visiting islands, so we got some Nook Miles for visiting Maui and Mbaba. Thanks for that. And that looks like that's it. So we picked up about 4,000 miles, and you can see we're at a point now where when we get these big objectives here, we're getting 500, 1,000, later on 2,000 for some of these cards here. But the space that I play the most in is the Nook Miles Plus. And the reason is because as I do these in the top row, I'm going to get credit for the big cards in the bottom row. Not to mention the fact I'm going to get these 2 times bonuses for the first 5 I do. And if I can find some synergy between the different buttons that are up here at the top at any given time, I can potentially kind of get a bigger bang for my buck as well. Actually, the wasps don't spawn when you're playing online. Okay, I didn't know that. I assumed it was because of the rain. Okay, so we've got to turn in some fossils, we need to spend some bells, we need to customize items, and we need to spend Nook Miles, which I kind of hate to do, but this is something that I made part of my ritual. If you buy Nook Miles ticket to go visit other Mystery Islands, when you get this, it's the time to buy it, whether you need it right then or not. And that's probably how we're going to spend those miles. So let's get going with that. We're right by the house here, so we're going to do the customization one first. Actually, I may have left the customization kit outside. Let's see if I cleaned it up or not. Still a little messy in here. By the way, this little Newton machine is really cool. This was my gift from Meowie Gamer. It's one of the few items that you can put in your room or your house that actually does something. And I'm a tech guy by day, practice in a technical field. So this kind of, well, thank you. I appreciate that. This is a cool gift. Okay, let's have a look. Find the customization kit. The other thing we need to do is we need to get a crafting bench built inside. So I'm pretty sure that customization kit's not. Oh, it's right here on the floor. So let's see, first let's grab a couple things. I don't remember what kind of wood I need for the crafting bench, but we're gonna just take plenty of stuff here. We may need iron, I don't remember. The wasps are great because you can get 2,500 bucks a pop, and it's super easy to catch them once you develop a system. It's basically a matter of having your net ready when you shake the tree, and it's hard to miss. Okay, so we're going to craft an inside workbench if I have that. Yeah, I do right here. We're going to craft this guy here. And we'll leave this bench outside, and what we may do a little later on is we may scatter some of these outside benches, whatever this is called, I can't remember. We may scatter some of those across the island, so we're not always having to run back to make a thing. Oh, you just got stung? I'm laughing with you, not at you. Okay. So let's put the bench over here. I'm a little too close to the wall. And I'm going to work at kind of tidying this place up a little more, decorating and whatnot. You probably noticed that none of my items are back against the wall. That's because we just upgraded the house. So that's one reason not to decorate early game, is every time you upgrade the house, the walls will move and you'll have to move everything around again. So really early game, I'm not too worried about with how my house looks. It'll give my viewers something to gripe at me about. So we need to customize, and what I do for this Nook Mile, oh, I put the wrong thing. So instead of crafting, we wanna customize. So what I do here is, rather than do something fancy that takes a lot of time, I just pick a tool, and I always use the color green. I don't know why. So I got credit for having customized one item, and then I'll just do it again. I'll pick a different color, usually go with red. And this is just kind of going through the motions, really. I'm just not into decorating. If you are, go for it. Knock yourself out. But that's how I do it. And by the way, I usually set this little kit right here so I don't have to go digging through storage to find it. So right there, I think we got 200 miles, was it? 150, not too bad. Then we've got to spin some bells. We need to do DIY. Since we're standing here, we'll do that. Actually, no, we're not. We're going to go to the store first. So we're going to spend some money and turn in some fossils. We've got a bunch of those already. So this I'm sure is going to bother my viewers at some point, but what I'm doing is I'm turning in 3 at a time, and only 3 at a time, and only when I have the task. Excuse me, only when I have the task to do it. Because I want to get those Nook miles, and this is as easy a task as you can have. Something else I've done is I've just kind of made a pile of those fossils here, so I don't have to go back to the tent or the house to pick them up. But since M-Babe has been giving me a hard time about my yard sale, I decided to clean up the yard. So we'll walk over here, and just like we did yesterday, this is very simple. We're going to tell them to assess the fossils. You playing New Horizons tonight, Meowie? Anybody just jumping in? We're playing a little Animal Crossing tonight. We're continuing with our playthrough series. Complete playlist is on my YouTube channel. But we're working at getting Nook miles. We're trying to get to a goal of 200,000 Nook miles. Oops, wrong button. Sorry. Try that again. Yep, Animal Crossing. So if you missed it yesterday, unfortunately, you missed seeing 2 islands that had some pretty cool things. Meowie had this cool little water feature, like a water wall that he made using the terraforming. A really clever idea, and I definitely plan on stealing that, or borrowing it, or stealing it when I get to that point in the game. Okay, all done with that. Wait a minute, why is my phone ringing? I guess I was talking and not paying attention. So we're going to go buy some items, and then we'll make the rounds with the villagers. That just popped up again. By the way, I have the wasp are lined up here. That's because there's a Nook Miles task where you can sell 5,000 bells worth of items and get a Nook Mile thing. So 2 of these is 5,000, so I just kind of made a row here. These are the kind of little tricks that I picked up along the way. We'll also want to ask about the hot item of the day, which I'm going to forget to do as soon as I walk in here. Couldn't do that now. Okay, hot item. Water pump. That requires iron. And I'm not really wild about spending iron this early. I'm also curious to see what my turnip prices are today. Whoa, 179. Anybody need to sell some turnips? That might be the highest price I've ever had. Okay, so we're done with you, and we're gonna go spend our 5,000 bells. So we got to do math now. Everybody ready? 640. And always buy out the shop. So that's about 2,040. The reason I buy out the shop is once I've bought an item once before, I can get more of the same thing through the Nook shopping network, even if I've lost or sold the original item. So that should be 3,600. Hopefully this costs 1,400. No, we're 300 short. Alright, so we'll run over here. And we're probably going to buy some saplings. Let's see. Did we buy this? Actually, I'm going to wait because there'll be another chance to spend 5,000. We only need 300 worth. Let's just go ahead and buy a stack of these. Or really, we can just buy one, I guess. So I held back on that big purchase because that's another easy 200 or 300 Nook miles for spending money if I just wait to buy it in a few minutes. Okay, so we're going to visit our neighbors. And then we're going to go buy some Nook Mile tickets and do some more crafting. How's your day today, Meowie? I think you already answered that. Doing good, he said. Okay. So this guy moved in yesterday, and I guess he's finished fixing his house, so he's... So all we have to do is initiate a conversation with these people. Nothing more than that. It is worth mentioning that if you will spend a little time with them, you could potentially get some recipes from them. And you can also potentially get some gifts from them if you'll bring them something as simple as a flower. And I may do that on the next go around. This task most likely will come up one more time. At least one more. So somebody help me watch the tote board, but that's already another 2,000 Nook miles, I believe. Okay, so we've got the selling one, and we've got Nook miles and DIY. And there's another one on one of the big cards. Need someone to keep score on the Nook miles. Fun fact, you have to pay 240,000 bells in... I don't know why, but it clips off the edge of my in order to upgrade Nook's Cranny. Okay, 240,000. We also found out today you have to wait. You have to have played a total of 30 days to get that. We don't have it yet because our games are relatively new. So I was going to craft 3 items. Now, one thing that always happens in this game is your tools are constantly breaking. So what I tend to do is build tools. And I'll do them 3 at a time and put them in storage so when I come back with broken tools I can just really quickly refill. So we will do, let's do some fishing poles. Oh, we don't have any branches. Do I have what I need to make this? Nope. I need some branches. That's one thing we're kind of short on. This is another tip I mentioned before. Oh, we're full. Where did that fruit come from? I don't remember picking that up. This is another tip I mentioned before. You never have enough branches, especially early game. So anytime you see one, take 2 seconds and pick it up. Okay, so we're gonna craft tools, and we're just gonna do 3 fishing rods, whether we need them or not. Actually, we're gonna have another problem with our pockets because I think I only opened up 2 slots just then. Oh, correction! I can only make 1. Okay, so we need to dump some stuff. I don't want to get rid of this. This is these were hot items yesterday, so I made a bunch of these, and I didn't get them all sold. We probably don't need this right now. Just go ahead and get rid of all this wood as well. We just need the branches for the fishing pole. And what you'll find out here in a little while as I kind of get into my rhythm here with these Nook Mile tasks is I don't empty my pockets of everything every time I go to storage because there's a lot of things you're going to need over and over again. Like for instance, the basic building materials so you can make tools. You're going to always need 2 of everything unless you want to run back to the house every time a tool breaks. There's things like that you'll figure out as time goes by. Alright, so we already had 1 fishing pole, and I'm going to use this as my spare. We'll dump this one. And then we're going to get rid of this one as well. And I'm going to hang on to those sticks because we may come back to build more DIY stuff. Maybe nets next time. We won't have to stop what we're doing to go into storage to find what we need. Okay, off to Tom Nook we go. We also need to ask him about upgrading the house again. So we will, let's see, what's he got to say today? Yes, my home is roomier, thank you very much. And he moved all the walls, so I had to redecorate. Thanks for that, Tom. Not going to be here for every stream. Oh, that's certainly not expected. I'm happy to have your time when you have some available. And if you got other stuff to do, I totally understand. So we're going to redeem Nook miles. We're going to buy 1 ticket. Not to worry, Meowie. We all have lives and things to do. You're not going to hurt my feelings. I know that you have other things going on besides watching me play a video game. And I appreciate it when you're here. Okay, so let's have a look. Why didn't I get credit for spending Nook miles, machine? Did I not buy the ticket? I didn't buy the ticket. How did that happen? Let's try this again. So another thing I'll say about the early game, it's very tempting to spend, and you can spend some bells, but our goal right now is going into Sunday morning specifically, is to have money on hand so we can purchase turnips, which we will it's investing, gambling, however you want to look at it. I'll try to watch. No worries. It's basically gambling, but it's fairly safe if you know what you're doing, and we're definitely going to get into that next week as we stream, and show you how I have consistently turned a $1 or 1 bell investment into $5 or $6. So you can make some major money playing in the turnip market if you know what you're doing. Sell items and crack a rock, no problem, we can do that. I don't get the singing. We had a bunch of those pears from yesterday. May not even need the wasp for this first time selling. Oop, those are the items that we bought earlier. Director's chair. Oh, let's see how far that gets us. What are you working on today in Animal Crossing, Meowie? Oh, right at 5,000. Nice. Done and dusted. And I'm going to check the big cards in a little while. I'm not overlooking that. So we need to smack a rock, plant a tree, and chop some wood. And fairly quickly you get into a routine here. And you're just doing what you ordinarily would do. The only thing you're really changing is the order in which you do it, so that you're getting the Nook miles every time you do something. Slingshot broke. Oh, I had a major issue with a balloon yesterday. I'll tell that story here in a minute. Okay, so this is my trick. We're clearing all the space around the rock. No weeds, no items around the rock. We're digging those 2 holes just like I showed you. And that's basically a backstop so we don't bounce away from the rock because it'll kick us away. And by doing this and spamming the A button, we consistently get all 8 items from the rock. This is more important early game because iron is kind of king. At least until you get the first couple major things taken care of. Okay, so we need what happened here? My tool wheel is out of whack again. Nintendo, if you're listening, fix this, please. Every time the tool breaks, you got to reset your tool wheel. Okay, see, I was ready for it, so all I got to do is turn to the right. Easy peasy. But if I didn't have my net out, it would be hard, if not impossible, to get that done. Okay, so these 4 trees are now safe. We're going to get out our stone axe or flimsy axe so we don't cut the tree down. Nice. We're going to get the 10 wood we need, and then we're going to leave it on the ground, and the reason I do that is so I can keep track of which trees I've already whacked. Just chilling, he says. This is a great chill game. I've literally spent entire weekends on the couch playing this game. When I looked the other day, I had over 200 hours on this game. Okay, so we need to plant some trees, a butterfly fish. So the synergy I was referring to is ideally I want to have the 5 bug task and the specific bug task, or the 5 fish, specific fish tasks. So I'm kind of killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Excuse me. So we're going to plant flowers and water flowers and plant a tree. And maybe we can get one of those tasks I was just talking about to pop up. Yeah, this is a great chill game. Okay, so I got a little stash of seeds over here, and I'm really going to give 0 thought to this. I'm just going to run over here, find my bag, and I'm going to plant 3. 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to drop the bag back on the ground. I can decorate later when I've got a little more time. The other thing we don't have yet is a watering can. I don't believe we've crafted that just yet. Let's check storage just for giggles. Nope. What do we need for that? I think it's wood and maybe metal. Might be softwood. What are the odds I guess it right? Oh, this one. This one will break fairly quickly, but here again I don't have much iron yet, so I want to be kind of stingy. So we got 2 tasks to clear out. Hopefully we're going to get the catch 5 fish task, or the bug specific one. That one's bells. Oh, I still got, I'm sorry, I have to water to get the other one. Oh, Meowie, I'm supposed to ask you a question. Are you still listening? I have instructions from my bride to ask you a question. Let's see, we need to put this on the tool wheel. Where do I normally put this? I think I usually stick this here. Okay. Really? Okay, so all we gotta do is 8. Oh, that's the problem with this water can. I forgot about this. The heck with saving iron. We're gonna go upgrade. So the upgraded can he kind of spins around, does like a 90-degree spray instead of one at a time. we'll be here all day if we've got to water one at a time. Okay, we need 1 iron, then we'll upgrade it. He's still listening, he says. All right, so my wife noticed with your bridges and stairs that the sidewalk or the pattern, like a stone path pattern, went all the way up to and kind of under the bottom of the bridge or the stairs. And she says she hasn't been able to make that happen. She can go close to the bottom, but not underneath, kind of into the bottom of it. She wonders how you did that. Okay, so we're going to craft the, what do we call this, regular watering can? By the way, I have another thing I want to do after you answer that question. Okay, we're done with that. And now we need to, well, we should be okay with inventory. We probably have a couple extra things we don't need. But let's put this in storage. These are the things we bought earlier. We don't need to carry this around. Okay. Meowie says I can't do that either. Maybe she missaw something on your stair or your bridge, but she thought the flooring went kind of under the bottom of it somehow. So we're going to walk over here now. See how he's kind of spinning around? And you're getting like 5 at a time now. Way better than the flimsy water can or whatever they call it. And then we're done with that. So we're going to throw this thing on the ground. No point in carrying it around because we won't use it. And now we've got the extra task. And hopefully we're going to get one of the ones we're looking for here. We got the seashell one, which is super easy. We got to spend money. That's also super easy. Oh, and we had to do a sapling. Didn't I buy one of those earlier? Thought I did. Okay. So, Miari, when you're at the keyboard and you're ready to respond super quick, tell me in chat that you're ready. Basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to say go. And when you hear the word go, I want you to type a single letter and hit enter as quick as you can. And the purpose of this is to figure out how long the delay is between my voice speaking and you hearing it. I'm curious to know what the latency is on YouTube. Okay, so we got some more tasks here. Must be the big cards. Fossil assessments, 300. Nook miles for Nook miles. This is basically you're getting miles for miles. Okay, we had lost my train of thought because I was focused on getting Meowie to help me out with that other thing. Oh yeah, shells and spending. Okay, he's ready. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, he says he's ready. Okay, we're going to do a do-over. After you say the word now, we're going to do a do-over. Okay, so we need shells, and we're going to spend money. This delay may be longer than I think it is. He said E. I'm looking for the word now to indicate that you're ready. And after you say now, I'm going to say the G word. And as soon as you hear it, you're going to just do a single letter. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Wow. You didn't fall asleep, did you? Was it really 23-second delay? That's insane. Okay, that's a lot slower than Twitch. That explains why you feel like it takes me forever to respond. Okay, so we were gonna sell shells and buy items. "23 seconds between when he heard me and when I spoke the words." Okay. We want to sell shells at the seashore. Okay. And we would like to buy your, whatever you call it over here, this magical recipes by the Timmy and Tommy brothers. What was that called again? This one. Wildest Dreams. That sounds fun. Is there going to be malware on this app? Alright. 2 more tasks done. I think up until just now you probably thought I was asleep at the wheel, but it looks like it's just a latency issue. So we did need to get 1 sapling. I don't remember buying that before. Let's just go ahead and get a stack. I could have sworn we bought that, but oh, we're staying on YouTube. I'm all in. Just kind of learning my way. There's some things with YouTube that are very different from Twitch. Some things are better. Some things maybe not so better, but I'm in it to win it. And wait, did I buy that or I got distracted with talking and things. Okay, we did buy it. Good things. All right. So just to give you an idea, on Twitch, I had fun, I had a good time. We were doing some different games. I didn't even have a Switch at the time, actually. Okay, that guy's got to stop singing. And we're going to plop... Oh, I just missed a bug. That's why we don't run and camp. We're going to plant this. And one thing... Nintendo, listen to me. Listen to me, Nintendo. Make it to where I can put this in storage, please. Or, I'm sorry, drop it on the ground. I want to drop a stack of trees on the ground. I don't want to have to run back to the house. Don't make me come over there, Nintendo. I will do it. Okay, so we're going to take a picture. We're going to do 3 more fossils and we'll chop a tree. Might as well do the photo now. Everybody say cheese. Nailed it. Get some fossils. I had a good time on Twitch. I met some nice people. I don't have any regrets. But I will say, as it relates to live streaming, Twitch is a very crowded space. And doesn't seem like there's a ton of people on YouTube streaming. In fact, if you don't mind me, I'm curious to know who all is streaming live, this game live right now. I'm going to guess it's 10 or less. What were my tasks? I know for sure we had to do the fossils, and we could turn. Oh, we're going to chop a tree, which means I need my upgraded axe. We might as well keep that in our pockets because this will come up again. And then we had to plant 3 more flowers. Okay, we'll grab that. And this will plant, 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 drop. Run over here and talk to my brother Blathers. By the way, don't run through your flowers, you'll knock the petals off. And it's extremely bad manners to run on someone else's island and mess up all their flowers. Wait, 100 people total streaming or streaming this specific game? So you'd have to put into your search Animal Crossing. Oh, there are 100 people streaming this game. That's impressive. Okay. Might there be something with you can assist me? Yes, indeedy. I would like you to assess my fossils. One of the big benefits with YouTube is you can very easily keep your recorded content on YouTube, and people can come back and watch it later. So there's two different ways for people to discover and see your content, which I really like. Okay, so he already has this. The one thing I was thinking, let me see what you think about this idea, Meowie. So at some point we're going to have another soiree where we're going to get together with viewers, specifically subscribers like Meowie. By the way, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, smash that bell to enable notifications, and drop some comments down below. Let me know how awesome I am. But for subscribers like Meowie, we will kind of give them some special treats, which would include the ability to visit the island like he did yesterday, and have us showcase his island. So the whole entire planet Earth could have looked at his island last night. That's pretty cool. All right, so we have to chop the tree, and we have to get some more wood. What was your favorite part about the stream last night, Meowie? I pretty much know the answer, but I'll ask it to let you answer it. Okay, so we're going to whip out our net. Oh. Take 4 trees. Need that stick. Need that stick. Oh, that's a... Come over here and get this. Oh, there's a glowy thing. All right, and we're gonna whip out our axe. So by leaving those pieces of wood on the ground, I know which ones I've already chopped. I don't have to keep track. And then at the end of my session, I'll go through and pick them all up. Wait, did we shake that one or this one? Or this one? We shook that one. Playing on my island. I figured as much. I could tell you enjoyed that. And we're definitely going to do that again, but we need to hit 10 subscribers. That's only 6 more. Y'all get out there and tell your friends about us. Have them come visit. Drop a subscription. And also consider the Discord. I'm going to do that real quick if y'all will humor me. So www.TexasTuberTim.com has all my stuff and things. It has my Discord. It has my Instagram. It has whatever that other thing is. The Twitter. All of that. Okay, so shells. We still need to chop a tree. So where's my heavy duty axe? I guess we'll whack this one. Ooh, there's a bug. The glowy one. What is that, a tiger beetle? I may have already turned that in. Let's see, he says I have around 40 subs right now. Oh nice, you're a streamer? I didn't know that about you. Okay, so here we go. Use this, and we'll whack it. By the way, leaving these stumps on your island is good, especially if it's kind of over towards your plaza, because there's some specific bugs that will spawn on those that won't spawn really anywhere else. So having a couple stumps is actually a good thing. The other super neat bonus about stumps is if you're running across your island and you run right into one, your guy will sit down, and then if you keep running, you'll try and go like this, and then you'll get back up. That's super annoying. One time I had one of these behind my house, and I couldn't see it, and every time I went behind the house, I was sitting down on the stump. I couldn't figure out why he wouldn't run. Okay. Focus. Focus, Tim. All right, sell shells, water flowers. Let's do that. Let's see, I'm more of a person that uploads videos and streams. Okay. You streaming this game or something else? What did I say? I said water flowers. Don't remember if I have a... I think I already have a stink bug. Don't we? I'm having trouble remembering because it was just 4 days ago that I restarted my game. That's alright. Alright, so let's get our 8 flowers. That's not what I wanted. I'm going to put that away and drop it. Okay, so we should have 2 more tasks finished. Wait. Oh, I know what happened. That tricked me. I finished one of the big tasks for watering, not the micro task. Okay, now we're done. Okay, so what I was getting at, Meowie, is if we're going to have a get-together on stream live, we probably need like a big area where we can gather. And what I'm thinking is we need to be able to have a lot of space to where people can throw down extra stuff they don't need. And it'd be kind of like the trading plaza, if you will. So people can put their extra recipe cards or extra fossils and things down in there. And then they can kind of trade and exchange and all that kind of thing. Be a little more space to move around. So I'm going to kind of do an improvised version of that for the time being. But I thought that would be a good idea for the live stream community. Okay, so we need to run back up here. Man, I'm having a trouble focus. Oh, shells. Okay, thank you. So he says, I play a lot of different games like Minecraft, Animal Crossing, Mario Kart, and Mario games in general. I even have a huge folder of videos I can't upload. You can't upload? Does that mean they're not age appropriate or something like that? Okay, so I think for now I'm going to throw this in storage and not worry about the plaza idea, because I'm going to get distracted with that. Let's also, oh, that's not what I wanted. So one thing that also frustrates me, Nintendo, is my buttons, not the, no. See, one time the place item will be in one spot, and then it'll change to another spot based on what item you pick. Okay, what if you get a second Switch and have that online always as your subscribers and trade on a hub-like stand? Okay. I'm not sure I follow what you're saying there. I'm definitely not buying a second Switch. As it is, I've already spent too much money on streaming equipment and all that kind of stuff. One thing about streaming I will say is it's super expensive and it's a massive time investment. I just started this a week ago, And I would conservatively estimate I've spent easily 20 hours on streaming and streaming related activities. Okay, so we'll grab the shells. Actually, I'll show you another thing I do. Back to storage, please. Shells. So what I do is I bring the shells back here until I get stacks of 10, and then it's very easy to get 10 and only 10 out of here. And then when I run over to the Nook's Cranny, I'll leave those stacks right there. I don't have to come back here to get shells if they're if that task is available. Oh, that was the other question I was going to ask you. Actually, I had two things to mention. First, I noticed when I went to hello? Why'd you do that? I noticed when I went to the Discord to put an announcement regarding the stream, Miari, you were talking in the general chat channel, and it's no big deal. I'm not mad or anything, but that whole conversation was just stuck in the general chat channel. So if we're going to do that again, we need to connect as friends on Discord so we can private message and not fill up that public lobby with our chat. Give me 1 second. This room I stream in, it gets super hot when I close the door. I got 2 dogs, and one of them loves to bark, so I have to close the door, and it gets really warm in here. Okay, we are selling shells. Oop. By the way, is it just me, or is this guy, this Timmy guy, is he super bossy and super aggressive? Because when I come into the store, it's almost like yeah, look at that. He edges his little brother out of the way. He's a little greedy money guy. Go away. Let your brother do some work. See that? Watch that. He runs around every time. It's crazy. Okay, can you maybe delete the messages in general tab so we can clear? Yeah, I did delete them, but I can only delete them one at a time, and it was kind of a nuisance. But that's a Discord thing. I'm just I'm not very good at Discord. Okay, I don't use it very often. Spend some Nook miles. We're still waiting on that fish thing, and then more artifacts. Timmy is not aggressive. He's not aggressive? What are you talking about? Watch this. If I push him all the way to the back, around here, and then I go back, watch, he'll work his way around. He'll get in front of his brother. He's not going to do it now. But every time you run in, he like charges up. If you go over here, he charges over to you. Sorry. Got to mute my phone. Okay, I finished my Timmy rant. It's just his AI. Yeah, but it's aggressive AI. I just feel, I always feel bad for the little guy. The one that gets picked on and doesn't get his fair share. Okay, what were we doing? I totally lost my train of thought. Okay, we're spending Nook miles and we're getting artifacts. I keep calling them artifacts. They're called fossils. Okay. We go here to do that. Boy, my focus is just all over the map tonight. Okay, we would like... is there anything else here I really need? I don't think I need any of this right now. And I can always use a Nook Mile ticket. So another way to look at this, you're spending 2,000 Nook miles. And in exchange, I think we get 200 back. Is that what it is? 200 or 400? Yeah, 200. So you're basically getting a 10% discount on your Nook Mile purchases. Okay, oh, we've got to go get our fossils and chop some more wood. So I'm going to employ my fossil strategy at this point. Oh, scorpion. I've never caught one of these before. This may be the first ever scorpion I catch. And of course he went right behind the tree. Here you are. So when he puts his claws up, you want to stop advancing. Slow and easy. First scorpion ever caught by your one and only Tim. By the way, it's the same procedure for tarantulas. Okay, so what artifacts? Fossils, I mean. The scorpion's worth 8,000 as well. I don't know because I've never sold one. So we're running low on these. We may have to go out and find some more. But this is what I was talking about. Isn't this the third time we've had this micro task today? Getting a little tired. That's okay. It's pretty late your time. Getting up there. I do appreciate you stopping by, and I hope you will tell a friend or two about us. Here again, if we can hit that 10,000, not 10,000, 10 subs, we'll do another visitor day or some kind of special event like that to celebrate. So thanks again, Meowie, for showing up. Have a great evening. Not so sure what's happening tomorrow. I've got a lot of off-stream stuff to catch up on. Be sure to check the website if you haven't already done that, because I'm working on like a tip sheet or a blog kind of thing that is for this game, and I would really appreciate if you see any mistakes in there in that guide, let me know. But I'm trying to make a complete guide that someone can read offline on my website, and we're doing some other stuff over there as well. But have a good evening, and we will see you as early as tomorrow, more likely the next day. I might need a day off. Take care, Meowie. Okay, so we're going to assess fossils. 1, 2, 3. Then after this, I think we had to chop wood. Also looking for a balloon. We haven't been able to find that yet. In fact, I haven't seen a balloon all night. So already another repeat, and then we've got the scorpion to donate. That's good. I'm done with you. Thank you. Have a good day. Okay, let's go here. Chop wood, break a rock. Should be easy enough. Where were we on the trees? We haven't done this one yet. 1, 2, 3. So if you're just popping in, we're sharing our secrets for getting Nook Miles. This is a series of tips that I've developed over about 200 hours of playing this game. Oop, I already did that one. And one of the tips, by the way, is you leave the wood at the base of the tree until the end of your session. So the next time they tell you to chop 10 wood, you won't have to figure out which tree we're last working on. And then we get a run back here, and there's a rock in here, kind of in an opportune spot. Let's see. The other thing is you always want to clear the spaces around the rocks, including this one right here. Drop that on the ground, because if you don't, the stuff that you get for smacking the rock, it doesn't have a place to fall. It's just gonna not give you something. So to maximize your yield, you'll want to do that, and then put this little backstop in so that you won't bounce away. You can see him bouncing back, but he hits those two holes and he stops. And every time you should be able to get all 8 items, which may make the difference between getting a piece of gold and not getting a piece. Okay, so 2 more tasks knocked out here. Need a rock, need to sell some fruit, and DIY. Okay, I said fruit and DIY. Okay, let's do that. But we're going to sell something other than our native fruit. And then we're going to build, well, let's look in storage real quick. We need axes. So I'm going to need rock or stone. Oh, we're low on stone as well. We need stone and wood, I think it is. And we're just going to go ahead and craft 3. So we're going to do that. And have a preference for the next upgrade. We're not using iron yet because we don't have much to go around. So I'm going to do 2 flimsy axes, and then I'm going to do 1 upgrade to get the 3 I need for the Nook Mile task. And then we're going to move on to another task. This is all about basically grinding the Nook Mile task. By the way, when I started this evening, we had, I think we had about 15,000 miles. So this is going fairly quickly. I've been at it about an hour. So we're picking up about 5,000–6,000 an hour, which isn't too bad. And we're not even into the bigger payouts just yet. Okay, so next up we have planting flowers, selling fruit. We need 2 more bugs. If you're jumping in for the first time, my name is TexasTuberTim, aka Triple T. Thank you for stopping by. If you have any questions about this game, ask away. That's what we're here for. I would also appreciate any subscriptions and enabling your notifications so you can stay tuned into what we're up to. Plant seeds. What was the other one? Sell fruit, catch bugs. And we get another fossil thing. So we may, let's take a break here. We gotta get all our fossils picked up. There's one right there. Because we're down to 2 fossils. And no, I don't turn them in all at once. There's another bug. Because I want to get the easy Nook Miles I can get just by doing 3 at a time. So every time they say, hey, you can get a reward, no problem, here's 3 more. But it's very tempting to just go around and do what you know needs doing instead of waiting for someone to ask for it. Got a stick? Never have enough sticks. Okay, this is what I was talking about earlier. If you leave stumps, then some critters will spawn on them. I think that's a mole cricket. Violin beetle. Oh, we got a money tree here. So the money tree money tree trick is we take the 1,000 bells, go down here, we get 10,000 from our storage. We put that 10,000, well, we have to face the hole. We put that 10,000 in the hole. And then about 2 spaces out in front, I take the $1,000 bell bag and I drop it on the ground. So I know that this is a money tree because it looks a lot like all the other trees when it's first planted. We're gonna have to go empty our pockets because we're getting full of stuff here. So we'll we'll assess the fossils and go do the selling of the fruit. And then we'll run back and see what we can get out of our inventory. So this will be the 4th time we've gotten this achievement this evening, because we're not just running down here with a pocket full of these things and turn them all in at once. We're getting way more Nook miles than we would otherwise get. This guy talks too much. By the way, does anybody think I should be reading all these dialogue boxes? That just seems silly to me, but I know some streamers that do it. I'm not dissing any other streamers, I'm just saying that I'm assuming everybody can read and doesn't need me to read it out loud for them or do a corny voice. If somebody wants me to do that, feels like it's helpful, let me know. Okay, so we want to donate. Did we already do that? Yeah, we already did that. I got busy talking and things, and I was losing track of what I was doing. Okay, another task knocked out. So we need to sell the fruit. And now we okay, so this is the synergy I was talking about. So now we have catch 5 fish, and we have this one, catch a butterfly fish. So as we're trying to catch the butterfly fish, the other 4 that aren't a butterfly fish will count towards this task. That's what I was talking about when I said synergy. Okay. I'm also annoyed that I can't split a stack and do some more sensible things with my inventory. I don't really understand that. Unless I'm missing something where you're supposed to hold the button or do some other thing. Yes, Timmy, we would like to sell all of these that are now in separate parts of my pocket. We also don't need this. I'm going to hang on to that fossil because this is one of many things that I can share with viewers when we get together again on my island. We'll have an open house, if you will. Somebody somewhere needs that fossil, trust me. And we'll just have an open island day where people can come and get all my other extra stuff that I don't need, and they can bring me something if they've got something they don't want. Okay, so now we can finally do some fishing, but let's see what we got down here at the bottom. This is the bug objective, and that's it. Oh, well, next time I turn in, I'll show you my shortcut. Okay, so the butterfly fish is in the sea. Might as well pick these up along the way. How are we doing on inventory? We never did do a... No, we'll be alright. But a butterfly fish is in the sea, so we want to fish only in the sea. You'll need to get a into your Critterpedia so you can kind of learn what what the different fish do, what time of day they're available. Sometimes there's nighttime fish and daytime fish. Other time it's got to be a certain season or time of the year. Oh man, I can't believe I did that. I heard a noise in the house. I thought it was the... My trick is I actually don't look. Once I know that fish is locked in, I look away. And when I hear that sploosh, that's when I push the button. Horse mackerel, we've now caught about 7,000 of those. Also notice I'm not running on the beach. Go ahead and pop into the house here real quick while we're close. Running on the beach is a great way to scare away fish and bugs. I've gotten in the habit of not running. Okay, we don't need this. Well, let's see. We definitely don't need that. How many of these? What? What is happening? Yeah, sometimes there's 2 menu items, sometimes there's 3. It's just, they make it super easy to make a silly mistake, push the wrong thing, buy something you didn't want to buy. You don't need this. And we may get that fruit thing again, so I'm going to hang on to that for now. I'm good with that. Let's roll. But sometimes I'll finish like the fishing micro task and immediately give it back, or shortly thereafter. So just kind of keep your supplies ready for any of those tasks. There's a I don't know, 15 of them total, and they repeat. You just kind of learn what you need to have in your pockets, and you won't have to run back to the house or go craft another item. You just kind of cycle through the list. That was a horrible cast. That was also bad. Will you turn your head, please? Nope, you won't. Sea bass? Nope, all flounder. The other thing you'll learn with a little repetition in this game is the different shadows are an indication of what you're going to catch. You're currently looking for the butterfly, which I think is this size. And this is why we carry a spare. Otherwise I have to stop what I'm doing, run back and craft it, or run back and grab it from the house. Just easier to have a spare with me. And space is at a premium right now because we only have the 20 slots, but I'd rather have the extra item and not have to go back to the house every 5 minutes. Looks like we got some pairs to gather too. Oh, and there's the, what's her name? Sahara? Or Sarah? That's the wallpaper lady. Okay, so we got the 5 fish and no butterfly. That's okay. Need to plant another tree. What's this bug we're looking for? Man-faced stink bug. That's going to be way up on the cliffs. Let's run over here and see what what's her name's up to. There's a stick. I need that. We'll come back for the fruit later. Why are you hiding behind this tree? So she's selling rugs, wallpaper, different size stuff and things. And I'm going to buy because I want to make sure she comes back. And also she's going to give me this, what are those called? The hero ticket or something like that. But she gives out tickets based on what you bought. And I think at some point there'll be more options to look at. Five tickets, we can get a mysterious wallpaper or mysterious flooring. So I guess if we buy a medium item, if it isn't obvious, I don't really get into this decorating stuff. Let's see, we need another rug, I guess, because we don't have the tickets. You said this last time. I will accept the money payment. Okay, so now we should be able to buy a mysterious item. Let's do wallpaper. I guess that's part of her character is the broken English. What I don't like is I have no control over what I'm buying. What did I just buy? Cityscape wall. I don't know if that's any good. Okay, so... well, we needed to get a man-faced stink bug. I'm not really worried about fish at the moment. I'm gonna run this beach real quick for shells. And then we're going to go up to the top, see if we can get a man-faced stink bug. I'm not even sure I've seen one on my island yet. I've seen them before, but there's one stick up there. I'm not going up there for that. Oh, and I knocked all the, I took all the petals last night. I was doing something else. We may not see any up here. Guess we'll grab the sticks while we're at it. Let me know in chat if you see a bug. It's got a orange body. Where did my vaulting pole go? I doubt we're gonna see that item or that bug. You can also scout around and see. Oh, there's another fossil. Oh, we're full of stuff. What do I want to do? Let's throw the rock. Oh, I didn't want to bury it though. Okay, whatever. Let's run over here and empty our pockets. Oh, there's an atlas moth right by the door. So we're hanging on to these two items because there's a task we can do to get that turned in. And yes, I could run over to the museum, do a bug and fish thing, but I don't currently have a task. Well, there is no task for that, I suppose, but keeping the sticks because that's something I need to craft. But basically just keeping what I need to finish these micro objectives and nothing more. Learn these recipe cards as soon as you pick them up. It'll free up another slot. And if you have extra cards you already, like a duplicate, definitely save those because we can use that on our trade day. We're going to all get together on my island, share things that we don't need with others, and hope to get some items they have that they don't need. Okay, back to it. Chopping wood, plant a tree. What's that fish? Oh, that's the butterfly fish. Chop wood and plant a tree. So I'm not spending any time trying to figure out where exactly I want it to be or any of that kind of stuff. I'm just throwing it down to get the objective. Oh! So I could have easily scared that away by running by, but got lucky. Man-faced stink bug. So we have two tasks completed now. Now we're down to chopping wood, customizing an item, or 2 items really, and catching 5 bugs. There's an easy one. Moth. The moth is almost always out here in front of this tent, especially at night, I mean. Okay, so I think we just did that one, so we need 1. Hi. Thank you, Flo. Have a nice day. You do want to spend some time with your villagers. Give them a gift, even if it's just like flower petals or something like that, because they'll give you stuff back. And this is why we shake the tree before we chop them. Okay, so stone axe or flimsy axe. 1, 2, 3. And we're leaving the wood on the ground. That's so we know which trees we've done, because we're only doing 10 wood at a time. It's very easy to lose track of where you left off. And baby, how you doing tonight? Okay, so we're going to customize, and now we got hot item, which was water pump, and it requires iron, and I'm not happy about that, but we're on a quest for 200,000 Nook miles. We're going to get it, by God. Lost my train of thought. Water pump and bugs and customization. You having a good evening? Oh, we need this for the customizing, which is why it's on the floor, right there next to it. No, I didn't want to craft. Okay, we're gonna customize. And I only do what I need to do to get the task, so all I do is I paint one of my tools, usually pick green. And if it's already green, then I'll paint it back to red. I just want the miles. I have little interest in customizing, at least in this phase of the game. I'm trying to build my economy. You know, my bells, and I'm trying to build my Nook miles, and so when I get to the point where I'm ready to get fancy with the decorating, I have all the Nook miles I need and all the bells I need. I had over 20 million bells when I deleted my old game to start doing this for the stream. Okay, so we need a water pump, which means we need iron. Yeah, I'm really not excited about using iron right now. Did you upgrade your house? I sure did. That's why all my items are 1 space away from the wall, because the house grows. Now I got to move everything around again. That's not at all frustrating. But we got some more storage, which we really badly needed. Yesterday, and Babel will tell you, she was on the island yesterday. We had a serious mess outside. We were just throwing everything we could on the ground. Oh, we need clay for a water pump? That makes 0 sense. Who puts clay in a water pump? Okay. So if you're just joining us and you're seeing the stream for the first time, this is part of a playthrough series. We're trying to get 200,000 Nook miles. We just started this week. I think we're on day 4 or 5 of the playthrough. We're working heavily on the Nook miles part of this, but I mention that because on my YouTube channel, you can go to playlist, you can click into that, and you can watch the complete list of videos from the start. Wait, we already built this, didn't we? I was busy talking. Okay, yeah, we did. So now we need to throw some stuff. Well, that's the thing that Flo gave us. In this here, I usually throw it on the ground so I don't have to go dig into storage to find it. Yeah, in fact, we need to pay Mr. Nook for the upgrade so we can go get the next house ordered. Okay, so we needed to sell the hot item and plant some flowers. One, two, three. Oh, this area is filling up. But I do the 3 and only the 3, and you can see I'm putting zero thought into where I'm putting it. I just want the objective. We're going to come through here and give this whole area a facelift when we're at a point where we're ready to really build and get fancy with things. But we'll get to water. This is why I turn in the objectives right away, because you can do it right now while you're here. And my toolbar reset again. I really wish y'all would fix this, Nintendo. Super frustrating. That was an 8? So we'll sell the hot item, which is a water pump. We'll turn in some Nook miles. We're getting that a bunch this evening. In fact, I may not do that this time. Drop. We turn in the hot item. But if you're going to buy a Nook miles ticket, you might consider waiting for that specific micro task, the spin bells task, because you can basically get a 10% discount on your Nook mile tickets. Okay, we're selling a hot item. Which is this thing over here. And you get twice the usual amount for a hot item. So that task actually has synergy with selling items, but I didn't have that at the moment. Still need bugs, we need a butterfly fish and a moth, I just showed you where to catch that. Let's go ahead and turn in these bigger tasks. So we're already almost up to 10,000 total Nook miles earned, and we've been going for about an hour and a half, so not too bad. Well, there's a moth right there. They like to be up by these buildings where the lights are at night, just like they are outside your house. At least in Texas, we have more than our share of moths. Yeah, so this is what I was talking about. Every time a tool breaks and I go to my tool ring, I've got to reset this thing. I don't understand that. It should be based on the type of item and not the specific one that you're carrying. Okay, so we got our moth. Still need 2 more bugs and some wood. We'll keep an eye out for the bugs and run over here. So we can see where we left off, because we left our wood on the ground. That tree's not full grown yet. Definitely want to pick up those sticks. Already got this one. This will be 3, 4. And we're shaking it first to make sure we don't get stung by the wasp. And trust me, I might come back and pick up all this wood. It's the kind of thing I can do off stream. The other reason to have your net out when you shake the trees is those moths, or not the moths, the wasps are worth 2,500 bells. 2 bugs and some DIY. Go back here and get these sticks. We definitely have a stick shortage. See that stink bug over there? I don't really need one, but I do need the bug for credit. Oh, there's another one there. I think these man-face bugs, I think they're worth some decent money. I forget what they go for. There's not a Critterpedia, but something like Critterpedia on the App Store, which I like better than the Critterpedia because you can put it on your phone, and among other things, you can keep track of which ones you've already caught. And then you can sort the whole list based on what you've caught or what you need to catch and some of that kind of thing. And it also knows your season and your hemisphere, so it'll tell you what you're missing, you know, for any given month or season. DIY and chop a tree. Go back here. There was one behind the house that I don't want here. And you can leave those stumps so that the some of the beetles and other things like that, they like the stumps, so it'll improve your spawn percentage. Okay, so we need a DIY and a rock. So after I cleaned up the yard, I had all kinds of wood, like buku wood. And I spent probably a good 30 minutes just crafting items from the extra materials I had. So I'm gonna guess I had 15 of this softwood. So I kept 5 of each type, and I just came here. And this is something you could do on the DIY. You could just keep a stack of this wood handy, and then you can go to this craftables thing. And I'm going to tell you without looking that this takes 3, and this one takes 3. So I can only have to spend 9 wood. I can quickly craft 3 things and get my Nook Mile credit, and then I've got another item I can sell when it tells me I get Nook Miles for selling items. Of course, there may be some things you specifically need to decorate and things like that, but here again, until I get the big house and the walls are done moving, I'm not going to spend a lot of time with that. Especially hanging stuff on the wall. It'll make a mess of that. Okay, why are we carrying all this softwood? I guess that was from before. Let's go ahead and throw this stuff in the storage. No. So I keeping this because there's a plant a tree task. I'm keeping this because there's sell fruit task. You just kind of learn what to keep handy so you don't have to spend a lot of time going back and forth to your inventory or crafting bench to pick these things off. Sometimes you'll hit a nice little rhythm and you just do a bunch in a row. For some reason we haven't had many fishing and bug catching ones. Okay, bust a rock and the man-faced stink bug, which we just caught. That's unfortunate. Maybe another one spawned in. That's the wrong kind of stink bug. Don't need that. Alright, there's a rock back here somewhere. Here it is. I'm going to put in my backstop. And then we'll spam the button. So I know this seems like it's kind of slow going as it relates to the Nook Mile piece of this. But here again, in an hour and 30 minutes, we picked up 10,000. I need to check this one more time. No more there. But this is the basic process for getting this thing started. And at some point, what's going to happen is instead of having one sticker on this card, you're going to get the 4th or the 5th sticker on this card. And instead of it being a $300 or $500 payout, you're going to be getting $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 or Nook Miles for getting a sticker. So you start to get some momentum, and these things start coming in pretty quick. The other final piece of advice I'll give you is take some time every once in a while and look at these cards so you have an idea of what's going to give you a reward. Sometimes these just kind of sneak up on you, don't really pay attention, and you don't really know that some things are getting rewarded. Like here's one. This is for doing customization. This is for breaking tools, so that's going to happen just by playing the game. Assessing fossils. Greedy weeder. This is by picking up and selling weeds. That's easy money. Planting flowers, watering the flowers. We need to plant one more tree and we'll get a sticker. What was that one? Selling fruit, planting fruit trees, 2 more shells, and we're going to get another one. Oh, clams are easy. We haven't done that yet because we haven't been doing aggressive fishing. Clams are used to craft fish bait, which we can use when we're trying to catch some of the bigger premium fish. These are the home upgrades. This is basically a sticker for filling the storage, which I have no trouble doing. I'm a hoarder to the nth degree. Learning reactions. Some of these are kind of silly, really. Here's one for furniture and clothing that you buy. 9 more of those. That's easy. Nook Miles for Nook Miles. This is for bills that we spent. 5,000 more of those and we got it. These are the balloons. Let's see. Yeah, balloons. Fencing, I haven't done that yet, but I probably won't until I'm ready to get kind of fancy with things. This is for shaking trees. This is for visiting people on other islands. Hosting an island or letting people come to your island, you get tickets for that. So these are really easy. By the way, some of these with a single sticker, this is for finding the glowy thing. I don't know what that's really called. Doing a custom design, putting things on display outside, and you don't really know that this is the thing until you do it. This is for shooting a balloon over water. And you get an achievement for this, but you'll never know until that happens. Getting stung by a wasp. Putting something on the bulletin board. Pay off your house or your loan. Moving fees paid. So there's a lot here. And it pays to know, this is for taking a picture of yourself, editing your passport. It pays to know what's in here because this is the whole premise behind getting Nook Miles. You gotta know what you gotta do to get them. Breaking a rock, finding a fossil. A lot of these are super easy to get. So that's basically what we're up to. This is a good spot for me to sign off. I did want to say a couple things real quickly. First off, come on, chat, let's work. So I'm dropping my webpage in the chat, www.TexasTuberTim.com. It has everything on it. It has my Twitter, it has my Instagram, it has my Discord. I encourage you to come to any of those things if that's your cup of tea. If you're interested in being part of a great community, please join the Discord, because that's where we're going to plan things. That's where we're going to kind of work together, collaborate, trade items, compare what Nook prices are, all these kinds of things. And that's also where you'll get notified regarding streams. And then, what else do I need to mention? I think that's it. The key thing that we're working on right now is working towards 10 subscribers. So if you're watching our live content, or if you're watching it on playback, do me a favor, let a friend know that we're here. Encourage them to check out the playlist, catch up with us, and then catch us live. We're generally trying to be on 6 o'clock Central Standard Time. So that means if you're East Coast, we would start 7 your time. And if you're West Coast, we'd be get starting at 4 o'clock your time. Probably going to do about 3 nights a week during the weekday, maybe some surprise streams worked in there. Still trying to work out the schedule. This is kind of a new thing, trying to get it all worked out. That's it for now. We're going to roll the music. Before I do that, I want to thank MBabel1 for popping in, and my number 1 fan, Meowie Gamer, my first subscriber. Appreciate you both. Everybody have an amazing day, and we will see you next time. Take care. Y'all be well, stay safe, don't get this virus. We'll see you next time.